What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be guiding you through a multiple episode series on how to make the best Skygen possible. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so step one, you want to name your world something. I'm just going to go with the basics of Skygen because that's what we're going to be making today. We're going to go, you want to start off with creative, and then once we get in the game, we'll change that for other people. It depends what you want, but we're going to do peaceful if we're doing no bosses or any of that. Alright, now for the flat world, we're going to want a flat world because this is a Skygen, and with a flat world, it actually takes away, it gives you more space to build and more of a height limit. We want to show coordinates, so we can copy and paste coordinates to do the /fill command, which I'll be showing you how to do in a couple of minutes. We do not want to do show days played. Recipe unlocking, don't worry about that. Multiplayer, you will want to enable this, but for the sakes of the video and nobody interrupting our video, I'm going to turn it off. Alright, now for cheats, yes, you want cheats, of course, because you need command blocks in order to make a Skygen. That is like your number one necessary. I would do always day, unless you want like mobs to spawn at night for some reason. But we're going to do keep inventory, so when you die, so nobody rage quits, you know. You can change this if you want for like spawners and stuff. But I'm going to turn off mob spawning, mob griefing. Entities do not drop blue. Weather cycle, I prefer to get rid of this because rain can be really annoying. Command blocks, yes, we want that enabled. And that's about it. In future videos, I will be showing you these add-ons to add to this one and further in the episode series. So without further ado, let's create it. And don't worry about this, just do create it anyway. Alright, so now we're loading it. Alright guys, what's up? So as you can see, we are in the blank world, it's flat, and all that. So now, what I was talking about earlier is we're going to go to escape, settings, then we're going to go to this, you see this, yep. Now this is the default game mode, so all the players who enter your world are going to be in this. I'm going to turn on adventure. I'm going to show you a special strategy that makes making Skygens a lot easier. And then personal game mode, you want that to be creative, of course. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can go back out, and we're still in creative, as you can see. And to start off, I'm going to show you how to make the base for this. I'm going to show you how to make the base, the area where the gens will be on, and it will be in the sky, of course, because what's a Skygen if it's not in the sky? So I'm going to make it just enough so you can't see the ground. Okay, yes, so step one, we want to fill. So we want to copy this coordinate that we're at currently. We want to move forward by a little. We want to move to the side by a little. And then, yep, and then we're going to do /fill. And then we're going to do quartz. We're going to do smooth quartz so it looks pretty smooth, you know. Alright. And then that. Okay, and now we have our base. So I know this is pretty tiny for now, but we'll expand it when we need to. But now that we have our base, I want to start working on the spawn. So we want them to spawn like here, let's say, in the middle of the base. So I'm going to put a block here to mark that this is where they spawn. You can use any block. You can also pattern your base thing, but that won't work with the /fill command. Okay, so we're going to do /set world, sorry, I have terrible spelling. World spawn right here, and then we're going to do the same things to indicate that this is our position. And so now it says right up here in the corner of the chat that we have our world spawn. So this is where the players will spawn. Now what is the number one thing Skygens need to have? Gens. Things where you mine and they regenerate. Like so. So I'm going to go, let's say, over here. We're going to do this /give command block if you've seen my other videos. So I'm going to do /give at s, which is me, command block, _block. That should give me a command block right here. And now we're going to dig a hole. Just trust guys, trust. You can put whatever block you want under. They're not going to see this part. So I'm going to do like this. I'm going to fill it in. like so. So now that we have that, I'm going to put command blocks right here. So usually a traditional sky block is a 2x2. You can make it a 3x3 or maybe a 1, but I would do 2x2 so multiple players can mine it at once. So you want to do, for all of these, repeat, always active, for the redstone, block type repeat, and then you want to do slash, or you don't even need a slash. You just want to do set block, and then you want to do this current position where the command block is, but 2 up. And then you want to tell it what your block is that you want. I'm going to do oak_log, and then we got the oak log, and see, when I break it, it instantly respawns. So that's perfect. But we have a gap, and I don't like that, so I'm going to give myself a thing called an allow block. You just type allow, and you get this thing called an allow block, and basically, since they're going to be in adventure mode, they can't mine anything, correct? But with this, it allows them to mine the block above or in that row. But only above and in that row. But if you want players to not be able to bridge up like this, then you can get the deny block, which is used for if you're doing the survival thing, but it can also be used for making it so players cannot build. So I'm going to do /give @s deny, and then I'm going to place this about, let's do 2 blocks above to give some room for people to like jump on, you know? And so now we've got the deny blocks, and now I'm going to go here into this command block. I'm going to do the same exact thing, but you can also change the wood type. So I could do set block acacia. I don't know if I spelled that right. If I did, then good for me. Oh wow, I did. Okay, and then maybe we'll do some cherry or dark oak. Let's do dark oak. Okay, so for dark underscore, you got to do dark_oak_log for dark wood for some reason. And then we'll do this one, like we'll do like a fancy color, like a cherry blossom. So we'll do this, and then we'll do cherry_log, and that should work. And so, yep, now we got like the basics. Let me get our smooth stone. Also, another trick I've learned is if you're on computer, if you press your mouse wheel that you would turn to turn your inventory, you know, into stuff like what's going on right now in my hotbar. If you press on a block, it'll give it to you. Like if I get rid of this and I press on this, it gives it to me, which is very useful when making Skygens. So as you can see, we can mine this, and for example, I'm going to show you to prove that this is legit. We do /game mode @s, or we do /game mode adventure. This is just our game mode that we're toggling with. Then we're in adventure, and we can still mine this, as you can see, and collect it as well. Alright, so now let's go back into creative, and I'm going to basically do the same thing with a bunch of other gens. Alright, so yeah, watch this epic time lapse, alright? Alright, so this turned out better than I expected. Got the gens. Now, as you can see, I did like normal coal ore, but then I mixed it with some deep slate. And as you can see for this one, and I just did deep slate for all diamonds, because, you know, you're not going to really find diamonds that are not deep slate. And we got the ancient debris. And if you don't know how to spell stuff, you can just do /give @s, and then do whatever you think. Like, for example, you guys probably don't know how to spell this. Ancient, so you would search like what's the first letter, so like ANC, and then you would probably see it on the sidebar, and it would say ancient debris, and that would be how you spell it. And you can just press tab if you're on computer to immediately spell that. But yeah, so here's the gens, and now to end off the video, I'm going to show you guys how to make private smelters, which I'm going to basically be boxes. I'll make one of them for today's video, and when I see you next time, there will be more. But we're going to do a box like this. Actually, hold up, expand it. Alright, so you want to make like a 3x3 probably box. And make it at least 3 blocks tall. To the minimum. So I'm going to do that. 3 blocks tall. and then make like a roof, I guess. You know. Basically, this is private smelters are mainly used so people cannot steal your items while smelting, and for other reasons if you want to just store a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a trapdoor, or not a trapdoor, sorry. We're gonna get an iron door, and we're gonna crouch down. We're gonna place it like this. So see that, and then we're gonna go inside, and then we're gonna grab ourselves some redstone. See what I'm cooking up soon. And then we're gonna get ourselves a pressure plate. It can be anyone. It honestly doesn't matter. And it basically, when we step on this pressure plate, the door closes, and it stays closed as long as we're on the pressure plate, and we can access all things that are around us while being private. So nobody can steal our items from smelting or somehow chests or whatever. So now you want to put what you want in this, but this is for smelting, so I'm going to get a furnace. You can also get blast furnaces, which I'm going to also use. And I like to do maybe like an arrangement of this, boom, boom. And then above we'll get an anvil maybe? You know, you got to get creative. And a grindstone, because for enchanting, which I'll show maybe in the next video or the video after that. We will see. And then in front, probably like right here is where I'm going to put a lava. So this is for trash so that they can dispose stuff. So we're going to get a lava bucket. Perfect. We'll get rid of this, and also because we don't need it anymore. So basically now they can throw their items and it'll burn. It's like a trash, so they don't leave them around. And if they do, I'll be showing you a command later in this video to get rid of it, or later in the series. All right, and now that's probably all you want. Maybe you could put an ender chest if you want. Oh yeah, don't forget about the crafting table. So we'll put a crafting table, and then let's get an ender chest, you know, so they can maybe like, no matter which one, they can store all their valuables. Okay, that did not. Okay, so we'll put their ender chest like right here, and then we'll put a crafting table. Shoot, the lava's. Oh, it's on the pressure plate. Hold up, let me get. Don't place your lava right next to your pressure plate. So I'm gonna get like an iron one, because that just blends in well with the smooth quartz. And then we'll get a chest here and ender chest here. And then you can put other stuff, which also you can maybe put an allow block here and a deny block above, and say this is for like shulkers later on in the video. But yeah, so now that I've shown you basically most of this basic stuff for a Skygen that you kind of need, crafters, smelters, all that stuff, I'm gonna end that video off here. So thank you guys for watching. It means a lot for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.